Hello.
We are live.
We're live. God, it's been a hot minute since
It's been
we've
a
done.
long time since we've done anything live.
It really is. So, hola, Peperinos. Welcome to this live edition of the Disney Beams, the BeamStream. I'm Cherry,
I'm Gooch.
and Josie's asleep because we knew that if we did this while she was awake, she would take over the whole thing.
So I have a question.
I might have an answer.
What exactly is a peeperino?
I came up with that.
Is it like a cross between people and pepperoni?
Well, yeah. Well, no, Peeps. Okay, so Christian has his Peeps. Well, I came up with that to spite a certain person that's in Texas, if you remember. I was joking around, and when she was being her worst, and I just said, oh, whatever, peeperinos, and I've just kind of said that ever since then.
Yeah.
All right.
Cat trying to get where he's
Yeah,
not supposed to be.
our Claymore cat Drew.
Was being mischievous.
No, really, he's never that way. But anyway, so welcome to the Disney Beans. We have not done a lot of
Disney stuff.
Because your new job, you don't have a whole lot of time to edit new videos.
I haven't had a whole lot of time to put new videos. Although we do still have content that we need to put up. We still have to finish
Disney related. Yes.
Yeah, we still have to finish the trip with the Watkins family.
Oh, I thought that was already finished.
No, there's still like maybe one or two videos that we need to post for that. Maybe one.
Okay.
And then we need to get into the 2019 cross country trip with Trach Monkey.
Yes. That was. We eventually got to Disneyland.
And then there's the 2020 trip with my mom.
Yes.
That was New Year's.
Yeah.
And
I haven't decided if we're going to vlog. So we have a trip coming up in December where Josie in her dance studio is doing Dance the Magic. Actually, she's going to be dancing in Disney World.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're going to vlog that or not.
We'll see.
We'll have to see.
Did we do any vlogs for the trip with the Meadows?
Yes, we did. Yes, so we have that too.
So that's October
2020. Okay. Oh,
2020.
Okay, so we are on. Okay. All right. So
so we got a lot of content out there. We just haven't
gotten around to it. And when I do these wrestling videos, like the one we're going to be looking at today, I do them from my phone from iMovie. So that's why there's like no music or anything like that.
There's pictures and then
pictures and there's videos
and video with sound that was live at the time.
Yeah. So I know that a lot of people enjoyed the two videos that I have done wrestling wise. Let's see. The first one was our Greensboro experience. Well, no, I did do one for the Charlotte show last October.
Yeah.
And then I did one for when we did when we were front row for Smackdown in Greensboro in November.
That one was really cool.
That was an amazing experience.
Had a lot of good footage on that too.
Yes, and then we did WrestleCade, which was the day after that. And then I did do one for when Josie and I went to Fayetteville for the Superstar Experience the day after New Year's. So this is the most recent one that I've done the video for. Anyway, so
you just posted that on the channel.
Just posted it. So what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of watch it and kind of and react to it and kind of give you a little bit of insight into what was going on.
And you can see it right back.
You can kind of see it, yeah.
There. I'm pointing at it.
Yeah,
like
I don't have.
I point to the WrestleMania sign.
I have no. Yeah.
There, but this is.
You're going to the Disney.
This is the Smackdown that was in Charlotte, North Carolina.
It was March. It was
22nd, 23rd.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks before WrestleMania. So you'll see like us with the WrestleMania sign and all that stuff. Let's see.
We had some. Josie had her bestie with her.
Well, we'll talk about that in a second. Yeah. But so we did the Ringsider Experience again. When it comes to shows like and by the way, if you are live, I don't think anyone's live right now, but if you want to ask a question or anything, you can post in the comment. Yep. We should see it down here. We're using StreamYard for this. Let's see. So for the Ringsider Experience, WWE, when they do their TV shows, which is Smackdown or
Raw.
or a pay-per-view, they do not do like the Superstar Experience, the meet and greets, because there's just too much going on in the day, so they can't.
Not enough time for the superstars to be able to do that.
Not enough time for that. So, so you get with this, you get your chair, which he's actually sitting on the chair right now.
Yes, I am.
And then you get this pretty cool swag bag. You get a little bit more with the value with the Superstar Experience one, because you get like the autograph book, because it's meant for you to get your autograph with whoever they bring in for the experience. But
one thing I don't understand about that is they don't let you bring your book in from previous Superstar experiences.
No,
so don't. You can only get the autographs from the superstars that are at that experience instead of adding to the collection you already have.
Well, well, they also give you Sharpies. So like because most times you're sitting for the Superstar Experience, you're sitting like either front row or second or second row on the aisle. And then whoever comes by possibly can sign your book. And then they give you like a lanyard with a Sharpie on it. That's not what we did. With this, you got the chair and then you got the swag bag. So let's show the first thing here. Actually, I've got the really big thing that came with
this is what the bag looks like.
This is what the bag looks like.
And mine's stuffed full of all the stuff. I haven't taken it out yet.
Yeah. We haven't taken out because we actually have several of these actually from some of our other shows.
She just said there's another one right there.
Yeah, look at this.
This is what she's about to show
we got one on our coffee table downstairs. It's the same. Well, I guess I don't need to get mine out then.
You can get it out.
Okay, so what this is a replica belt. It's like a little tiny replica belt. It's really, really cool. But so you'll see it says, let's see, WWE Ringsider, and then you slide this out. I hate that noise.
Sleeve.
And you see it's got a really cool, like, substantial case with it. And then look at
it's a miniature title belt.
Yep.
You can almost wear it like a bracelet.
Yeah, if you got a really big wrist, you can. But yeah, there's the it's a replica of the WWE Championship. Who knows how long that's going to be relevant? Don't
before long it'll be a collector's item because it'll be.
I guess so. I don't think I've gotten one that's a replica of the Universal title. I think
they've all been that.
They've all
WWE
been
title. They have not been.
But so the first time that Josie and I did the Superstar Experience down in Fayetteville, and I did kind of like a wrap up of that. I didn't have that yet because it had not cleared customs when we did it, and I had to wait for it to get mailed to me. But Billy, who was our coordinator for the Superstar Experience, did a great job. Got me my little replica. But yeah, we were able to get these. So yeah, two little girls wandering around with the little backpack with that really heavy thing on. It was very interesting.
It was interesting, yeah, because I couldn't carry it for them because I was carrying the chairs.
Yeah. Oh God, we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what else was in the swag bag?
In this one, there is this frame with it's like almost like a.
It's the mat. It's a piece of the mat.
It's a piece of the mat with Ringsider on it.
See if you can.
Yeah. And it's framed.
You can get a little bit closer. You can see. Yeah, it's a piece. It's a piece of the ring. Piece of the mat. Yep.
Yeah, the ring mat. It says Ringsider on it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yep.
And then you get an autograph picture of a WWE superstar. Now, when you do the Superstar Experience, it's like a different. It's like a print of like someone in the ring, and it says WWE. But with the Ringsider, you get a framed picture of a superstar. So all of us, the four of us, got the same superstar in our packs that came with us, and it was AJ Styles.
Yep. But one of the other Ringsiders.
Yep, that was sitting behind us.
Had duplicates of a different superstar. And careful of the glare here because I know that the light kind of shines off of this person.
But come on.
Superstar was Sheamus. So we traded an AJ Styles for a Sheamus since we had 4 AJ Styles and we didn't have a Sheamus. So we got a Sheamus.
And I love Sheamus. So He's one of my Euro boys. What can I say?
I got a kid about the alabaster skin and the glare that comes off.
Yeah. Why you got a kid about alabaster skin?
It's
Hello.
just kidding.
Hello.
We used to always talk about how
Look at this.
you're not nearly as white.
Oh, hi, Giovanna. Hi.
Hello. How are you?
So Giovanna actually
I know. Yes.
met Drew
when
she was with Make-A-Wish, when she met him with Make-A-Wish.
Yep, I saw the video.
Yeah,
I saw
so
her
awesome.
sitting right behind the announce table as well.
Right behind Pat McAfee.
Yeah, that was really cool.
But yeah, we got AJ Styles and Sheamus in our bags, so that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, that was awesome.
All right, so we're going to start watching this and we'll start reacting. So just to kind of set things up, I had bought 4 tickets. The reason why I bought 4 tickets on the aisle, well, originally, so the show was originally supposed to be New Year's Eve, and we had tickets in the back by the stage. And then when they moved they canceled that and moved it to the March show.
And that was it was not long after they canceled it that they announced day 1.
Yes, yeah. So that's part of the reason why our Smackdown got canceled, and they did like a wrap up, like a yearly wrap up show or whatever instead. So for the March show, I decided to upgrade us because we had such an amazing experience for the front row. And what was it? Yep, you did get to meet Drew.
Yep, you sure did.
Giovanna.
I saw that video.
You.
That was an amazing video that you had meeting him.
And then she got a video made for those of us who are in the Drew McIntyre chat. It was so awesome.
Yeah, very cool.
I decided to upgrade. There were no front row. However, on the aisle, if facing the camera, they had seats on the 4th row on the aisle. So I went in to try to buy the 3 of us tickets. However, they would not let us buy 3.
You couldn't have an odd number.
You couldn't have an odd number for those particular seats because the way the Superstar experiences and the VIP Ringsider thing works. And I do thank you for that,
Absolutely.
Giovanna. So the way that works is you pay that price and you're either on the front row, like the first few rows if you're doing the TV show, facing the camera, or like the first 4 aisles, the first 4 seats of the first 4 aisles. First 4 aisle seats, if that makes sense.
Right. So the reason they make you buy the even number of seats is because there's less chance that they're going to sell a single seat.
Right. Exactly. So I was like, okay, well, who could we take with us that we know would have a great time? So I happened to think about, if you've seen my social media, you will remember that last year, Josie's a dancer. She did a duet with a little girl named Aria, who is like a huge wrestling fan as well.
It's Josie's bestie.
It's her bestie. They call her. They called themselves the Iconics and did the iconic pose and everything.
Pose all the time.
So I was like, these are really expensive seats, but I think this could be like her birthday and Christmas presents for the next 8 years. If we just say, right. Hey, you want to go with us? So we gifted her the ticket. How's Aria doing, Giovanna? She's doing great. Her and Josie both are getting ready for nationals.
Yep, for this weekend coming up.
Yep. They're both doing their solos on Tuesday. So
Thursday.
On Thursday. So fingers crossed for them. But so we gifted her the ticket, and I think I posted the reaction video to her finding out she's going and she's going to be sitting on the aisle. God, those kids are so funny. Okay,
you'll hear them.
Well, if you watch the video, we're going to kind of keep it down a little bit because I need to concentrate when I'm talking. So we have a group of girls that on Twitter that we love Drew. We're big Drew fans.
No, I would have never guessed.
Never. But my friend Denise decided it was supposed to be her and originally Christina were going to come up to to the Charlotte show. Christina wasn't able to make it. However, Denise still came up from Orlando, Florida to attend, and she actually stayed with us for like almost a week, and it was just so awesome having
I think she
her
came in
here.
on Wednesday and she flew out on like Sunday.
Yep. Giovanna, I know you're a big Drew fan. Trust me. I'm right there. I'm right there with you, girl. But yeah, so Denise came up from Florida. She got tickets. They were pretty good seats. It was on the camera, like the same side as the camera, and she wasn't on the floor, but she was like the first row up off of the floor.
Right. So she was able to she had a really good view.
Yeah. So she had a really good view. Drew saw her I Heart My Scottish Warrior sign. And that's one thing we'll talk about. One thing I forgot to mention. So a lot of people still remember Josie's huge Josie Lives in 321 Claymore Country sign that we made originally for the house show in Charlotte. And we took it to Smackdown in Greensboro. However, we were informed
it was too big.
It was too big. And it's like, yeah, okay. That's not that we were not told anything like that. But
yeah,
okay, sure.
But other people mentioned, poster size is all it's allowed. So
no, but we weren't informed of that.
We complied.
We complied. We held it up long enough for Drew to see it, and that's all we needed. That's all we cared about.
And it was more when the camera was all. It was during commercial break.
During commercial break when we had it out. So we made a miniature size sign.
A smaller size.
Yes. You got yelled at by a security guard during SmackDown sit down. So did Jess. Well, she did. It wasn't to sit down because she's short. So it wasn't.
It was to sit down because
she was leaning on
Drew almost landed in her lap.
No, he almost landed in my lap.
In your lap, but right by Josie.
But he was right by Josie, and she was like this, like on the barricade, like, oh my God. So so they had her just sit back and in her chair. But yeah. So Denise went with us. She sat in her seat, and then the four of us. So I guess we can go ahead and start the video and start reacting. I'll pause it as needed, and we'll go from there. So yeah, there's me and Denise, me and Fools. I know it's probably hard to see. I'm wearing my heart shaped sunglasses. So what we're doing here is we're getting ready to go to the what it's called,
really
Spectrum.
Right there.
Yeah,
Spectrum Center.
The Spectrum Center, and we're gonna. So while Josie was in school, we decided to go and hang out and see if we can see anyone coming in. So there's Jason Jordan. We saw him driving in. He's a backstage.
There's Michael Cole.
Yeah, there's Michael Cole. There's a couple pictures of Michael Cole. He was like looking right over at me. Sorry.
I didn't think that the TV would glare as much as it is.
It is glaring. Oh. Yeah. All right, so that's Shotzi getting out of her Uber. Shotzi Blackheart. She was so nice. She's so pretty. She is so pretty in person. But she didn't make it onto the show. She didn't even wrestle on the show. Yeah,
but I think she was probably just there in case
they're required to be there. So there's me and Denise with Shotzi and with the Shotzi. That's Naomi in her car. I miss her so much. Oh my God. I love her. And there's Rick. Boom. Miss him too. I'm ready for him.
Yeah, he should be coming back soon.
I hope so. Okay, that's me with Natalia. She is so super nice. I love Shotzi too. She's one of my favorites. And there's Corbin. There's Madcap and Corbin back in
the happy days.
In their happy days. And Corbin's wearing a really
wearing his hat.
A silly hat. Drew looks better in his hats, by the way, just so you know. Okay, and there's me with Sasha Banks. I miss her too. I miss Sasha.
I miss Sasha
so
and
much.
Naomi.
And there's me with Zelina Vega. She is so sweet. Oh, here. Okay, here. Let me pause this for a second. Okay, so funny story about Zelina when she came up. First of all, her Uber driver, like, instead of like kind of coming in where they were parking and then going out and letting her out.
Didn't he run up on the sidewalk?
He ran up on the sidewalk. He drove up onto the sidewalk. And everyone's like, is this dude drunk? What the
What's
crap?
This guy doing?
And then Zelina gets out of the thing and she came over and she was taking pictures of everyone. I actually got to talk to her and tell her that I had met her husband. You know, her husband is Malachi Black, Alistair Black, Tommy N, whatever you want to call him. And she was like, I hope he was really nice to you. And I was like, oh yeah, he was really, really,
He was nice.
really,
Yeah,
really
was super
sweet.
Nice. He was great with Josie too.
Yeah, he was fantastic with Josie. Okay, so what happened was, during that picture, Denise took our picture, and then I took a picture for Denise with her. And as I'm taking the picture, I see Seamus driving to the security gate right quick. I go, oh, there's Seamus. And then I see like a dark figure in the passenger seat with a hat on. And I was like, oh God, I bet that's Drew. And it turned out like we didn't find out until 30 minutes later. Yes, it was Drew. So yeah, we were they missed him going in. Yeah, they had the door wide open. They had at Spectrum Center they have like those big it's like a garage door type thing but it's huge. It's huge for freight and stuff like that. Right. Like when they bring stuff in.
So they can actually drive the hauler down in there.
Yes. So they had that open, and just in a flash, Denise happened to see Seamus, and who the figure you could not mistake as Drew because he's like a foot taller than just about everyone else, and has the dark hair. So, and then we confirmed it with the security guard. Yeah, he had checked in. So it was like, okay. So we decided to leave, and then right here starts where we came back to pick you guys up. You had finished work.
Yeah, because I finished work, and the girls got out of school, so they were at the house.
Yep. So we'll start from there. And there's those, and of course, we're all in our McIntyre shirts, of course. Gotta be us. So there's Josie and Aria.
Yep.
Aria borrowed one of Josie's.
He is tall.
God, he's bigger in person than you think he is. Like he's huge in person. But Aria borrowed one of Josie's Drew shirts to wear for the night, and they're acting the fool. They had makeup on. They put their makeup on and little jewels, and there you are acting like a goober.
Well, yeah, that's what I do.
And there's you acting like a goober with me. And showing off my new haircut at that time. I need to get my haircut again. Okay, so this part is a little out of order. That's us right there. That's me and Josie and Aria down at our seats. We took a couple of pictures of that.
The ring behind them.
Okay, so there's Josie and her Josie lives in Claymore country sign. And then there, okay, so that right there is like where the WWE store that they have set up. You have the black Drew shirts. Yeah, we both have the black Drew shirt. I have this one. I've bought several. I've got the kind of grayish Claymore country one. Mm-hmm. We all three of us have Kneel to the Steel. So this is like right outside the WWE store. And I took that because I thought it was funny because it makes it look like I'm taller than Drew. So I was like, Drew, you're a little shorter. So there's
shorter than you expected.
Yeah, so there's Josie and Aria in front of it.
There's the WrestleMania sign.
WrestleMania. All right. And there's the girls. They had such
with the WrestleMania sign.
Yeah, they had such an amazing time. It was incredible. There's me pointing to the WrestleMania sign. Should that mean I'm going to WrestleMania?
It should.
I pointed, and there's me showing the aisle because I sat like right there on the aisle. And so what I did was I had and there's the ring. So what I did was I had the girls one get in front of me standing, and then one get on her knees on the chair so that they both could. Get high fives and stuff like that. Yeah. And all of us could get high fives that way. All right. Next. All right. There's Michael Cole coming out. And then Pat McAfee.
I love Pat McAfee.
I love him. He has such an infectious energy, whether it's there live or.
Well, we've talked about this. He's so infectious because he's a fan too.
Yes. All right, so he's getting ready to come by. There he is. He high fives me and the girls, and you can hear Aria and Josie going nuts. Okay, here comes Roman Reigns. I saw you got a picture with Pat, Giovanni. That was awesome.
Yeah, Roman's gonna come down. This part takes about 15 minutes.
And the ones, yeah, I'm a Drew fan. What can I say? I don't mind Roman. He's not Drew.
when we first saw him in person, my first reaction is I thought he would be bigger.
He's not as big.
He's not as big as he looks like he is when you see him on TV.
He projects this image that he's like 7 foot tall and like, just huge.
Well, I mean, I know he's like 6'4", but I mean, and he's a big guy. He's not small by any means. I thought he would be bigger in person.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him, and I'm in my ex-bouncer mode, and I'm like, he's not that big.
So funny thing, that's when he first started wearing the Greatness on a Different Level shirt, and you'll find out. And then, no, we're going to save that one
save that one for later.
As you know, if you've seen our social media, Josie eventually got that shirt, and why that's so funny is going to be coming later. All right, so they're in the ring, and so I've got pictures, and basically they're trying to say that Brock Lesnar is not going to be there, and so Roman was talking trash. I was like, oh no, he just got off the plane. He's on his way to the arena.
And then Roman's like, what?
What? So
we gotta go.
So you can see they're hightailing it out.
He literally said, oh, I gotta go.
And so this is right after Brock
chased him down and ripped the door off.
Destroyed the car with the forklift, and then like that special forklift, and then ripped the door
off.
And he's got the door handle in his hand.
Well, not just the handle, the whole door.
The entire door. One of my friends calls him Onion Head.
Onion Head? Really?
Yes.
Wow.
She probably wouldn't call him that person.
Now, this is not footage from what was broadcast on TV.
This is what we took.
This is footage that we actually took.
This is footage that we took. All right, and there's a picture of Brock with the door. Yeah, it was really cool to see him live. I had never seen him live because
I had not either.
I had stopped going to. I went to several shows, several Raws during the Attitude Era, but I didn't get to go during like the Ruthless. I went very. Did Roman look at you? Yes, we're going to get to that later because that happened later.
We'll get. That happened during the dark match.
All right, so this is Shinsuke Nakamura and Rick.
Boogs, who we missed greatly.
Yes.
I love Shinsuke.
I do too. I'm a big.
I really like him with Rick Boogs.
I love those two together.
I think they're great.
And you got some pretty good pictures of the two of them coming out.
Rick Boogs is one that's actually bigger in person than you think.
He's huge.
He's massive.
Yeah. Shinsuke waved at you before the lumberjack match.
Oh, that's great.
We've had some really good interaction. Well, we met Shinsuke, Josie and I.
Superstar Experience, right?
Met Shinsuke at the Superstar Experience in Fayetteville. Super nice, and Rick Boogs, both super nice. Especially Shinsuke, he put the picture that I took
with Josie on
his Instagram. Yeah, but yeah. Hopefully, Rick Boogs will be coming back soon. I hope. I really do like him.
They say he's on track to return soon.
Okay, so they were facing Los Lotharios.
Josie keeps saying she wants to be on the Kiss Cam.
I'm like, Josie, you're a little young to be on the Kiss Cam.
You're only 8 years old. Come on, stop it.
Stop. So, well, the reason why is because she has that little special thing with Angel Garza
from Greensboro.
If you saw the pictures and saw my social media from
there's
around
actually
that time,
video of Angel Garza looking back at it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you had it and posted it, but
I did.
I know.
I
gave it to you.
Blew up. No, it blew up on Twitter.
Yeah, it was a video that I took and I passed on to Cherry. She posted it, and he's basically looking at Josie going.
He actually retweeted it, and
yes, he did.
That one blew up.
It was a really cool interaction.
If I post anything having to do with Angel, Drew, or Roman, my posts just blow up. It's crazy. There's Rick Boogs. There he is in the ring. Looks like with both of them. Looks like both of the Los Lotharios is in the ring. Okay, so here comes the Viking Raiders. Okay.
Josie really loves Ivar because she got high five.
She did get high five in Greensboro.
It was during that lumberjack. Well, not the lumberjack. It was right before
it was during
that.
the Battle Royal.
That Battle Royal, yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, and now they're all gonna go nuts. They're gonna start screaming.
We did.
All three of
It
them.
was loud. Okay, I have to say, Charlotte's.
They do get. Everybody got pops.
Everyone got pops, but like Drew
got a huge
Drew and Roman both got like huge pops.
There comes Drew with Angela.
With Angela. I love how he came out with like the fog from the Viking Raiders entrance. I thought that was really, really cool. And there we are screaming. So I caught a lot of footage here. So this is Drew getting in the ring and getting ready to do the sword hoist. But then I got the entire commercial break on camera too. There was a lot of funny stuff that happened in between that.
Didn't he act like he was flashing Ivar?
Yes, that's on here.
He was like raising his kilt up.
Yes. Now he went like that. He flashed it. Okay, so he's doing the sword hoist. So here's the thing. Drew follows Denise on Twitter, and she sent him a message letting him know that Minnie Miss Dance Josie from the cameo video, it was going to be there. Let him know where we were sitting, and then so we got a lot of attention from Drew that night. It was a lot of attention. So there he is, pointing to Denise's sign. Again, my fingers in the way. There he is pointing at Josie and her sign. And she's like going nuts. I was like, I couldn't get my finger out of the way. I was like, what's wrong with my finger? Okay, so now this starts the long commercial break, and so they had the DX thing going on in between.
It was like a package that they put together.
Yeah.
Like reminiscing about DX.
That's it. And so Drew decides to act like a fool. Because he's dork. He's talking, yeah.
Huh.
He was doing the
crotch chop.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, he wore green we always guess what color he's going to wear with the kilt and the trunks combo. He was wearing green that night. Yeah. And there he is looking at us again, doing this. Well, it's funny. It's the first time, and there he is being a dork. Drew is funny. He's hilarious. So I think that's where he just flashed Ivar.
Yeah.
With the kilt. Yeah, it was. But yeah, in between, if you go to like a Smackdown taping or whatever, the commercial breaks are always.
That's where all the fun stuff happens.
That's where all the fun stuff happens. That's when
they can cut loose a little bit.
They can cut loose. If you saw the Greensboro picture that I took, that's where Drew pointed at Josie, and he was acting like a dork there too. And every time he looked over there, Josie and Aria just like
start screaming. Yeah,
he's pretty much their favorite. So, but yeah, he does the. Yep, there he's doing the thing, and then the Shawn Michaels pose.
Yeah.
I wanted to see the kilt strip at this point because that's what he always does. He always does the little Olay thing with his kilt.
That's like an homage to Roddy Piper, I always thought, because Roddy always did that.
Yeah. Well, Drew did that on the
but
far back as.
But Roddy Piper was the one that really did that first that I can recall.
Something tells me a lot of Scottish men do that.
Well, probably.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, he's so now they're saying, okay, we're getting ready to come back from commercial. And so they start playing Drew's music again, and there he goes. There's the kilt strip. Yeah. Yeah, he was wearing the green. That was like right after the first time he wore the green, which was in on the Saudi show that was right before that. I can't remember which one.
Oh, they just showed those videos. Giovanna, that's really cool.
The when you went to Smackdown.
Yeah, we
That was
saw
Albany.
we saw the videos. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Albany. So we're waiting for them to
introduce. Who was it they were against in this?
It was Corbin,
Madcap, and Jinder, wasn't it?
Yeah. All right. So they've got Corbin, Madcap, Jinder, and Shanky on the
outside.
They're on the.
Shanky
Tron.
was on the outside. Yeah.
Yeah. No. Madcap was on the outside of the ring. But right now they're on the Tron making dumb jokes.
Yeah, that's right.
And there's a little bit of a tease of Madcap's term right here. So Corbin's like, nothing's going to bring me down. Puts everyone to sleep. Nappy talk. So
Nappy
right here,
talk.
Drew actually goes, that's funny.
That was pretty
so
funny.
It's a little bit of a.
This is right.
Now
when,
this was not on. That was not on TV, but we kind of saw it. It was like, oh, it's a little bit of a tease.
But that was where Madcap started joking about Corbin a little bit.
Yes.
Corbin started not liking it.
Yes, and then Jinder, and I'm like, and I love Jinder. Everyone knows how much I love
3MB.
Yes. 7DX thing, so you get funny on the video. Yeah. Yep. So there's Madcap, Happy, Shanky, and Jinder. I do love Jinder.
Poor Shanky.
Yeah, poor Shanky.
Just let him dance.
That's
of course, that wasn't happening at this point, but
no, it wasn't happening at this point. But
just let him dance.
Just let the guy dance.
He's just grooving.
And the girls are screaming at Corbin.
Yeah.
Oh my God,
Josie has a special relationship with Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
Starting from Greensboro.
So if you saw the Greensboro video.
You're a chicken. You're a chicken.
So that was also set up by a friend of mine
yes, it was.
who's actually friends with Corbin. Yeah. She sent him a message saying there's this little girl who's going to be on the front row facing the camera, and can you give her hell about Drew? And he was like, oh, it's so done. So yeah. It didn't happen on camera. It didn't happen during the match. It happened
during the break, right before the battle royal.
Well, it didn't happen during the match that they had with Drew and
it was right before the battle royal.
Yes, I was trying to get my words out. It wasn't with Drew, and it wasn't in the match with Drew and Jeff Hardy. It was during like you said, the battle royal, and it was actually at commercial break. That, oh my Lord, they were just going at it, and Josie's just like screaming at him, telling him he sucks and
you're a chicken,
and he just starts in on her,
and she lets him have it.
And the ref looked at her and said, "I think you can take him."
He sure did. We actually I have that on video also. That was great.
Oh, that's where Corbin slapped Drew. If you saw that episode, that's where he just he walked over and slapped Drew. It was like, dude, you're so dead. But yeah, Josie and Corbin, that is we are screaming at him, Drew's gonna kick your butt, Corbin. And she's screaming, "You're a chicken, Corbin."
Huh.
Yeah, but yeah, that was arranged by my friend Holly. That was so epic. Oh my God. It's just fun going back and watching this and talking about it. But yeah, this kid in front of us just kept trying to talk Josie up, and she's just like, I was trying to watch the match.
Trying to watch the match. Leave us alone.
Trying to watch the match, dude. And the little girl behind us was like, anytime anyone would come out, she'd put her sign right up in front of us. It was like,
get out of the way.
Lower your sign a little bit. But yeah, we had so much fun that night, and that was Aria. It wasn't her first live show, but it was definitely her first TV show, and her first time being that close. She and those two kids had a
They sure did.
We had a blast
Watching them have a blast.
And Denise said that where she was sitting, she could see what was happening between, what was happening with us, and yeah, it was
a lot of fun.
So much fun. Yeah, like, you stink, Corbin, which is like an inside joke because you remember bum ass Corbin. Drew talked about how bad he
broke Corbin. Yeah.
Bum ass Corbin broke Corbin. Talked about how bad he stinks and everything. Yeah, I had a blast too. We were lucky. We got to go with the 2 Smackdowns we've been to, and we got another one. We'll talk about that later. Were really good times. We got really good shows. I know my friend John went to one, and it was literally nothing but like the only good thing about it was the contract signing between Brock and Roman.
It was almost like it was all promos and no matches.
Yes, exactly. Oh yeah, so right there, Drew, Jinder pulled Drew off the thing, and I just got a really good footage of the Glasgow kiss he gave to Jinder. And so now he's like looking at Corbin, like, and he's doing stomping up the stairs. He's like, okay, now he's getting ready to tag in. Drew gets tagged in, and he just tags Shaky on the chest
and runs away.
Because you're a chicken. And so
poor Shanky.
Drew just beats the crap out of poor Shanky. Oh my god!
Here comes Jinder. Mm-hmm. Bye, Jinder.
Bye, Jinder.
See you, Jinder.
Yeah, over the road. Bye, Jinder. All right.
And poor Shanky.
And the Michinoku driver. And the kip up. Yep. And we know where this is going. We know where this is getting ready to go to. And now he looks at Corbin and goes, 2 weeks. And he's going to the corner. We know what this means.
Three, two, one, and Claymore.
Wham!
See you later, Shanky.
Yeah, poor Shanky. And he's looking right at Corbin, like, and Madcap, like, yeah, we know what's getting ready to happen. That's right.
As in, you're next.
Yep. Oh, you're so dead. Yep. 3.
Yep.
Claymore! And they're getting their hand raised in victory. And now he's going up on the turnbuckle.
And they do their pose.
Oh no, he's looking down at Corbin like, you're dead, dude. And I'm telling him, you're so dead. And then they go to commercial break. They start kind of rushing back because they have to get back. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So here comes Drew. And he
grabbed Josie and Arya's hand
and winked at him.
And and Leslie's losing it.
Well, they were too.
So the kids.
They're like, he winked at me.
He touched me.
He grabbed my hand. Sorry. Oh, okay. So Naomi and Sasha, I miss them so much.
Naomi's always been really sweet, especially with Josie.
Yeah, she was
every time they've interacted.
Yes, they were so good. And Sasha, and I mean, when I met Sasha earlier that day, I was honestly really shocked that she came over and took pictures with us. I was very shocked by it.
I've never heard anything about her being out of the way. I've always heard she was nice.
Well, and unless you like get really rude with her at like an airport or something like that, which I can
get that. Though.
Are you? Hi, Dolores. Are you going to WWE in Raleigh? Yes, we are. We're going to talk about that later.
We'll talk about it a little bit.
Yes, I miss Sasha and see, they just got high fives from Naomi, so the girls are going nuts. They put the jewels on their heads too, because they both love Liv Morgan, and so this is when Liv was teaming with Rhea Ripley, so that's who's getting ready to come out now.
Josie had also met Liv Morgan.
Yeah, we met Liv
at Superstar Experience and had a really good
Superstar Experience in January in Fayetteville. Had a wonderful experience with her. She's so sweet. So she's getting ready to come by, and the girls are getting ready to go nuts again because they get high fives from Liv. See, there she is. And she recognized Josie. See, she remembers me. So if you remember the episode, they do that huge superplex off the top turnbuckle. That's where what the I happened to catch a good view of it because it happened like right in front of us. So yes, we are going to the Smackdown in Raleigh. We'll talk a little bit more. Are we going to WWE in Fayetteville?
Well, it just so happens that Leslie and Josie,
Yes, Josie,
Cherry and Josie are going to Fayetteville.
Josie does not know yet.
No, not
So
about
there's some
Fayetteville. She knows
pictures.
about Raleigh, but not Fayetteville.
So there's a picture I got of Naomi and Sasha, and then Liv and Rhea and Charlie Robinson. So there's Pat McAfee. So what happened was after that match, Pat McAfee got called back to Vince McMahon's office, and then Austin Theory comes out. He's not the chosen one. How do you get good seats every event? I just check to see when the tickets are going on sale
and try to get them right away.
Yeah, we are. Josie and I are actually, like I said, she doesn't know about this yet. Hold on, let me pause this for a second, and I'll talk a little bit more about it later. But Josie and I are front row for WWE for the house show in Fayetteville, and then so for Raleigh for SmackDown, we're on the aisle. We're not facing the camera this time, but we're on the other side of the aisle. We're 6 rows back. It's going to be me, Josie and Gooch, and my friend Kate, who lives in Raleigh. But yeah, I just have a little. I just go on every now and then to see what good, when there's good shows coming. That's within driving distance. We live out right outside of Charlotte, and we
don't do just WWE. We also do local shows. There's a local company called PWX,
yeah,
where I have a friend who wrestles for them.
Yeah, and he also wrestles for
AEW. But also New Japan Pro Wrestling is coming into Charlotte.
Yeah, we're going to that show in July.
We're front row for that show also. And
I may do a video for that too.
Yeah, my friend that I know is wrestling on that card as well.
Yeah, so you just saw Kofi. So here comes Sheamus. This was like not long after Butch or Pete Dunne. So there's
the
Sheamus, whom I love. I love Sheamus. Drew and Shamey. I love them. So there's Ridge Holland. It actually is the match is actually Ridge Holland versus Kofi, and this is when Woods was injured. So I got some really good shots of Sheamus outside the ring, and Rich, a little bit of action inside the ring. Okay, so this is our Claymore Cat. This is Drew, and we actually got him the day that we went to Josie's very first WWE event in Charlotte in what was it? In August
of last year.
We got him and his sister Snack Time the same day. And so since we were going, she wanted to name him after Drew because of the video that Drew had done for her. Oh, you've never seen New Japan? I watched some of the shows that come on Access, and I've kept up with them mostly through YouTube and stuff like that. Sheamus kicked the barricade when you went to SmackDown. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. I heard that if you're wearing, if they do the Superstar Experience and you're wearing a Drew shirt, he gives you hell. So
just call him a lobster head.
Bring it. Yeah, lobster head. Too many limes. Lobster head. So this was before, this was not long after Big E got injured by Ridge Holland. Ridge got booed really bad. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Kitty. This is Drew.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
He's just over a year old.
So I have to tell you, this is one of the funniest things was watching Sheamus basically holding back Pete Dunne and picking him up and throwing him around. That was the first time I had seen that. I died laughing.
It was hilarious.
It happened and you'll see
happened right in front of us.
Happened right in front of us. Oh my God, I was laughing so freaking hard. Oh God. Yeah, there he is picking him up because he ran back to the ring. Oh. I think Ridge Holland won that match.
I think he did.
I can't remember.
I think he did.
Oh, I should have got more video because God, that was so. Oh my God, that was so funny.
There's Pete running back, yeah.
Yeah.
Or Butch or whatever you want to call him.
Pete Dunne. And there's a good shot of Shamey. I got some good pictures of Shamey. My friend Christine's a big fan, and so am I. I'm a big fan of Shamey. Not Ridge, not so much. I do like Pete Dunne though.
I still think the fight night faction all looks like they just came off the Titanic out of steerage.
Yeah. Okay. So Josie's sign made it to sign of the night. So that was the video that I just took right there. Them showing it on the Jumbotron.
Really cool.
Okay. So I did not get the last thing that happened on the show. So what happened was it was Charlotte Flair came out, and of course they were in Charlotte, and she's from Charlotte, and you know she did get a pretty good pop, and she's running down Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey came out, and Charlotte put her through a table. I did not get that because my phone was about to die, and I knew that Drew was in the dark match after the show went off the air, so I wanted to make sure I still had some battery power for that. So.
I actually do have some of the footage from Charlotte and Ronda.
And I'm actually going to get him to make his own video. And then I'll post a link to that once the video is made for that. Because he gets different footage than I get and takes different pictures than I do. So we're pretty good perspective.
From a different lens, yeah.
So the dark match was the Bloodline versus Drew. And this time it was Shinsuke and Rick Boogs because Xavier Woods was injured, so couldn't have Drew Day.
Well, Xavier had not come back yet,
right?
And Big E had just been hurt, so it was only Kofi left,
right?
So you needed Shinsuke and Rick Boogs,
right? Bloodline wound up winning, but what they had been doing with Roman doing those babyface promos, they did not do that. They literally just ended. So I got a little bit of video footage, but it's mostly pictures for that. So we'll just take a look at that. There's Paul Heyman being Paul Heyman, and get you someone that looks at you the way Paul Heyman looks at Roman Reigns. I'm just saying, just do that. Yes, Drew Day does rock. I love Drew Day. Love Drew Day.
I'm not looking at you.
Okay,
Paul Heyman looks at him.
So the Greatness on a Different Level shirt. So he had just started wearing it right here. So you're getting ready to see. I knew that they were getting ready to set up Roman versus Drew by this. So, okay, I got Roman's tongue. All you Roman simps,
wow,
you got it. Okay, so Roman is giving me the side eye right here. He is looking at me. I got 2 pictures of him giving me side eye, and then right here, he's telling me you got to get this shirt.
Right, which is funny because
okay, and I got a video of him doing like that.
Which is funny because there's a lot of foreshadowing there.
So, and you'll see this in a future video
because of what happened in Florence.
So Josie wound up with a Roman shirt
right off of his back
because Drew stole it and gave it to her.
Well, actually, Kofi stole it.
Threatened to throw it out in the crowd. Uso snatched it back,
threw it out of the ring. Drew went out and got it and walked about halfway around the ring and handed it to Josie.
Because he saw her and saw her sign. And he knew her. He's known her from the past. And yeah, it was.
In fact, the shirt is sitting
it's actually right behind and we're not going to show that until we do the Florence video. So, but in case you're curious, it was incredibly sweaty, but it smelled like candy.
Josie said it smelled like cotton candy.
It smelled like cotton candy.
So obviously he wears some sort of
and Drew gave her Roman shirt. Yes, fun. Okay, so yeah, he's like, you gotta get the shirt. Okay. All right, so Drew's coming out. Shinsuke and Rick. And what's funny here, my favorite part, Drew starts doing a little bit of air guitar with Rick Boogs. Where have I seen that before?
3MB.
And then Drew's doing Shinsuke's thing.
Huh.
So I got a little bit of footage. Yeah, he was teasing us not doing the thing.
3MB, that's right.
And I actually saw Denise over there with her I Heart My Scottish Warrior sign.
Huh.
Okay, so that's a picture of Drew reacting to Paul Heyman acting a fool, telling the crowd off. And there's my footage of Paul Heyman getting ready to go after the fan in Charlotte.
He was acting like he was going to go. A fan was heckling him, and he was acting like he was going to go after the fan, and one of the Usos went over and stopped him like he was holding him back.
And here he goes back to Roman for the hug. Oh. Yes, 3MB. I love them. They're my babes. And Drew's just like, he was just dying laughing at Paul. He just laid down on the mat, just like,
it's like, I'm dead.
I'm dead. And then he just popped up and tag. All right, so Drew got knocked out of the ring.
He got knocked off the apron, if I'm not mistaken.
And he looks up. He's getting ready to do the stomp up the stairs again. But he does get knocked off the thing again towards the end of the match. I can't remember who. I think it was Rick Boogs who took the pin.
I think it was.
But yeah, there he is. He's stomping up the stairs. I didn't get a whole lot of video for this because my phone was about to die. And I wanted to make sure if anything happened after the match, I at least got pictures. So there he is stomping on the stairs. Okay, he got knocked back out of the ring. He's laying and I'm hurt. But then I catch him. Let's see. Okay, so he rolls over, kind of over towards the corner. And he's got a little bit of a smile on his face. And then it's hard to see on here, but he's looking at Josie right there. He's looking at her. Okay, so after the match, Drew comes over, starts high-fiving. And the girls are screaming, and I'm screaming, and there's another girl. Hold on a sec.
That was a Drew McIntyre fan.
She had a Drew shirt on that was directly across from us, so he went over to her, and I think I actually saw that girl's footage.
Because she got footage of
her,
Josie.
Yeah, turning from her to go over there. So I saw her footage too. And then there we are. Here, let me go back. Just a touch. No. No. Go back. Oh, no. All right, hold on. Fast forward. Technical difficulties. All right, we're towards the end. Operator error. Okay, we'll just kind of go back to here. Okay, so there he is. He's getting ready to go over to the other girl on the other side. And
you can kind of see her right there in the top corner.
Yeah, there she is right there.
There she is, looking for the high five.
Yeah.
You can see.
And you see Josie's hand reach out there, and there we are.
He goes and gets their hands.
He held their hands and it wasn't just like a real quick thing either. It was just like he was, and he winked at them, and oh my God, I know you got a hug, girl.
And then there's Roman and the Usos leaving.
Yeah, we're the ones. Whatever. Sorry, I do.
But that was right in front of us, right there.
Yeah, it was right in front of us. So of course I had to get a picture, and then I was able to get a final video of all of them going out. Roman had put his man bun in again. Okay, so there they are going out. Okay, so that's the video. So what happened afterwards? Okay, so we get the chairs that are commemorative chairs. It took us forever to get out there because those chairs are heavy.
Yes, they are. They're really nice chairs. I mean, I'm sitting on one right now.
Yeah, and there's decent padding. For a 2-3 hour show. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, so we go outside. He takes.
Well, we're headed to the car. Toward the car because we parked we parked in the parking lot across from
where the wrestlers come out from Spectrum Center. So he goes and takes the chairs.
I took the chairs to the car.
And so Denise and I took the girls over to where the wrestlers were coming out. There was already a huge crowd out there. But I was like, if we can kind of get towards the end, maybe we'll see Drew come out or we'll see someone coming out or whatever.
As I was walking back, I actually saw Shinsuke.
Yes, he saw Shinsuke drive away.
He was driving away. Yeah.
Okay, so just as he comes back to us, out comes Drew. And he's riding with Sheamus. Sheamus is driving, and he sees us, kind of waves a little. He sees Josie waves. Well, Sheamus is stopped at a stoplight, and Denise and I look at each other like. So we walked over.
Josie's flashing her sign,
and they
jumping up and down.
The girls start screaming, Drew, and Denise is holding her sign, and Josie's holding her sign. Drew rolled down his window and started talking to her, and started talking to Aria. I don't know what all was said, And he said, I think he said, "Hey, Josie." She said, "Do you know who I am?" And I was like, "Yeah, I know who you are." I'm like, well, Josie, your name is on the sign, but
right.
But he does know her.
Still, yeah.
And it was just a few seconds, and it just meant so much to those little girls. And then the light turned, and Sheamus had to go, and
that's one of those things where
Drew is so sweet.
The smallest gesture can have such a great impact. When you're in a role, when you're in a position that, or have a platform that someone like that has, just that small little give back of time,
right,
means so much to someone,
right,
like Josie.
Right, exactly. So, but yeah, this show, we had an absolute blast. We got really good interaction with Drew, both inside the show and afterwards. And afterwards. I mean, he did not have. So he looked. He didn't have to roll the window down. He looked at us and he started waving, and then he rolled the window down when he saw it was Josie, and started talking to her. And I know he's going to be on the bump tomorrow. He's actually going to be in the studio. I've submitted a few questions, so we'll see. I got lucky that one time back in September or October. They actually asked my question to him on the bump, which was, I think my question.
Wasn't it about Corbin's hat?
Yeah, I asked him because it was the first time that I'd seen him. Well, it wasn't the first time I'd seen him steal the hat, but they were in Glasgow, and all of them beat Corbin up, and he put the hat on. He put Corbin's hat on and kept it on. So I asked, did he give it back to him? Afterwards, he said, yeah, the way he said it was hilarious. It's they asked him and said, "Did you give Corbin his hat back after he got beat down in Glasgow?" He just went, "No," and explained to him, he liked the way it looked. His wife liked the way it looked, so he actually wore it when they went in downtown Nashville. He wore his kilt and his cowboy boots and the hat, and he was the Scottish cowboy. That's what he said on the bump. That would be really funny. I hope they talk about my Make-A-Wish experience. I asked the question about that. I actually mentioned you in one of my questions that, the work that he does with Special Olympics and meeting you with Make-A-Wish, what kind of impact you got, being around you and the Special Olympics kids, what kind of impact does that have on him in his life and in his career? So we'll see if they ask it. I was thinking about you, girl. I was thinking about you. But yeah, this show was incredible. The Florence one though does kind of.
The Florence interaction.
Yeah,
that's going to be hard to beat. So we'll talk about that in a later video.
Yeah. So I don't have a whole lot of the footage left from the PWX show we went to right after that. If you guys would like to actually see footage and videos that we do from the independent shows we do, like PWX, or even I think I'm going to try to do the New Japan show. I think I'm going to try. So if that's
New Japan is, they're considered indie, but they're kind of they're like a large promotion.
Well, they're not. No, they're a major promotion.
They're a major promotion in Japan. Yeah, they're like one of the main ones.
So we don't have a full card for that yet, but that's coming up.
We know of one.
We know one,
because
we can't say for certain. Okay, so I'm getting my calendar up. So so what I have in the pike right now, as far as videos that I've already for the events that I've already been to, we have the Fayetteville show. I think is the next one that I have the footage. No. So the night after this, we went to the house show in Johnson City, Tennessee.
Yes.
Not a whole lot happened with that because that whole venue was just it.
Our seats weren't that great for that one.
The seats were not good. They were technically front row,
but they weren't front row.
But they were the way it was. You had to literally watch it, and it wasn't really front row. It was just the way that it was set up.
Yeah, it was funky.
It was past the barricade where our front row tickets were. Was not great seating. The venue, I'm sure, back in the day for Jim Crockett Promotions, I'm sure it would have been great.
Now, I will say the crowd was charged up.
Oh, no, the crowd was into it.
Yeah.
They were into it. Both Drew and Roman they just got.
Well, they put on a 35, 40-minute
clinic. So that was an amazing match that we saw. So we'll talk a little bit about that here because not a whole lot happened. We actually took the huge sign, the huge Josie Lives in 321 Claymore Country sign to that one says it was a house show.
That one was on their sign of the night too.
Yes, it was. But that was they didn't do a superstar experience for that. That venue is just so small and they don't have a space for it. So they didn't do superstar experience for that. So we didn't buy tickets. Obviously can't buy tickets for that. Yes, a fight did happen during that show, during the Johnson City show. So it was right after the Drew versus Roman match. They had a 35-minute. It was so freaking good. The only disappointment was that Drew didn't win, which it was a house show in Johnson City, Tennessee. I didn't, I was hoping maybe for a DQ or something, and that Drew would be able to do the thing because he was getting cheered really loudly.
Yes, he was.
So Roman's getting ready to do his speech, and he's doing his speech, and this guy who was getting on him all freaking night long. The guy was being obnoxious. I mean, apparently he was being obnoxious during the entire show. So the security guard did allow Josie to go, since she was a small kid, did allow her to go up to the barricade. Well, this guy just started acting a fool. The security guards went after him, and they almost took Josie out in that little melee. Oh my God, that dude was getting ready to get Mama Bear.
Yeah, but they took him and
threw him up against the wall
back toward the back of the arena.
Back of the arena, and you can hear it too.
And then when you heard it. Roman actually said, "Don't worry, that's just security doing their job."
It's just security doing their job. That's all. What does a superstar experience chair look like? You want to stand up?
This is the ringsider chair here.
So this is
what it looks like.
So this is what the seat looks like. It just says WWE ringsider. I know for pay-per-views they have more chairs with the superstars on it, and then the back you want to just show the WWE logo, but it's nice and padded. And it's very substantial. It's heavy.
It is heavy. You wouldn't want to be hit by it.
Yeah. But Josie almost got taken out by this drunk dude and almost went after him. But Drew did see Josie sign that night. He acknowledged her and her sign and everything. So that happened, and that was pretty much the highlight. But I will put that video together as soon as I can.
But there wasn't much. I mean, there wasn't much of note with that. I mean, it was a good show.
It was a really good show. It was a very fun show, house show. Sami Zayn acted a fool. Sasha and Naomi were there. They had a 4-way match for the tag team championships between the Usos, Sheamus and Ridge Holland, Baron Corbin and Madcap Moss. Mm-hmm. And was it a 3-way or was it a 4-way? I can't remember.
I want to say Xavier was back.
No, he wasn't back. No, he wasn't back yet. That wasn't until
after WrestleMania.
Yeah. Oh God, I think that there was. I'm sure you'll see it. When I make the video.
There was another tag team in there.
Yeah.
It might have been Boogs and Shinsuke.
Were they at that show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it must have been them. And then I know Natalia was there, and But yeah, it was a very fun show. Just not a whole lot to talk about as far as like interactions. Like we couldn't get anywhere near where the wrestlers come out because the way they have it blocked off, you literally had to go up like and look down. It was just,
it was weird.
Yeah, the security was very tight for that one. So,
yeah. Of course, Johnson City probably gets a little rowdy if they don't keep it tight.
Woo, Lord. And that crowd was loud. I mean,
they were.
The Charlotte crowd was loud too. I'm telling you, Carolina, North Carolina, and Tennessee.
South Carolina too.
Well, apparently not in Columbia, but when we went to Florence, that Florence crowd was hot. It was live for that too, for everybody. And so we have the Johnson City video coming up. And that show we made a couple friends. I actually met my friend on Twitter, John Carnell, for the very first time. And we wound up seeing him again. Yes, both shows were loud. Oh my God. We met John and got to hang out with him a little bit before the show. And then we wound up hanging out with him in Florence late, a couple months later. And then we met a new friend his name is Steven. He used to be a professional wrestler and a referee. And we struck up a friendship. And now he's
actually going to be at SummerSlam with us.
You just totally spoiled what I was going to say. So our next show actually that we're going to be going to is
SummerSlam.
So we are going to be at SummerSlam. Our tickets for that, we splurged on that one. Well, let me make sure we don't have another show. I think the
Fayetteville's after that.
That's after that. Okay. I just want to make sure.
And Raleigh's after that.
Okay, that's Josie's birthday. Josie's birthday's coming up next month. And then titles, she's going for a national title again, which is, if you remember her video, the Drew made for her, it's the same thing that she was going for with that. Okay, so yes, our next show is SummerSlam. So we got the gold package, which means you get hotel. We're staying at the Courtyard. The Courtyard by Marriott. In downtown Nashville. We get transportation to and from the arena that day.
We get a separate entrance.
We get a separate entrance, so we don't have to go in with the
masses.
Andrew's hometown. That's where he lives now. Yep. He and Sheamus both live in Nashville.
We get a concierge.
There's
like a concierge lounge that has food and stuff, and then also has there's potentially superstar and legend
appearances for that too. And then we are going to be facing the camera, so you're going to be seeing us, and you're going to be seeing
the whole time.
You're going to be seeing the Josie Liz and Claymore Country on SummerSlam. So we are not on the floor because I did not feel like donating Josie's kidney for a ticket.
Yeah. So the championship package for ringside was roughly $10,000 per ticket. So we said no.
Yeah, no.
Well, we didn't have a choice but to say no because we don't have 10 grand a piece to drop on a weekend event. So
no, we don't. But we're going in on that Thursday. I know I've got several friends in Nashville that I'm friends with on Twitter. We're going to try to meet up at some point.
Yeah, I've got a friend that works at the Ryman. So
yeah, hopefully go over by the Ryman. And we haven't been to Nashville and
it's been
about 9 years now.
It's been 9 years.
Yeah. So we're not on the floor, but if you will see us, we are on the first row of the seats that are raised right off the field. So we are facing the camera, so you will see I heard that she is doing right before SummerSlam at the cricket store.
Yeah, you told me about that.
I'm trying to keep an eye out to see if Drew's going to be doing any signings because I know he does. Any plans in Nashville during SummerSlam? I really would love to do StarCast, but
yeah, but we're not sure yet if they're going to do any sort of a fan fest.
We're waiting to see
for SummerSlam.
We're waiting to see if they're going to have some sort of like access for WWE. I would love to do StarCast, but their really good wristbands are like $249, and then you have to pay an outrageous price.
Yeah, to meet who you want to meet.
Like I would love to meet more than anything to meet Bret Hart. But I would have to pay an extra $149 on top of that wristband
per person.
Per person. I mean, I'm sure like there's different levels and people charging different things. Will Cricket sign autographs or not? I have not heard yet.
Don't know.
I have my friend Kate who's going to be going to the show with us in Raleigh. I've got her keeping an eye out to see if Drew's going to be or if anyone's going to be doing a signing. Usually for Cricket, it would be the ones who do the commercials for them are Drew, Xavier Woods, Miz, and Bianca. So they're the main ones that.
Sheamus is in one of them.
No, that's a DoorDash.
Oh, that's a DoorDash. Never mind.
And Snickers.
Didn't mean to put you through a table.
I think he has done a signing at a Cricket though.
Maybe, I don't know.
I think he has. So I've got a friend who's going to be keeping an ear out, and
if he goes to do the Cricket signing though, he's got to have rockets strapped to his
legs. Rockets strapped to my legs. I want that figure. I've got my 3MB Drew figure. Josie's got like a ton of figures. There's a couple of figures. It's hard to see because the camera's kind of grainy, but Josie's got a couple of figures there she didn't want to open, so we've got them sitting over there by the TV. But yeah, I want the Drew with the supersonic booster strapped to his legs.
Sheamus did Cricket, okay.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I remember him doing a Cricket signing. Supersonic strapped to my legs. Yes. So I've got my friend keeping an eye out for the Raleigh show. But in Nashville, we definitely want to do some of the touristy stuff because like I said, we haven't been to Nashville in almost 9 years.
There's a couple of the museums we wanted to go to.
I love the Johnny Cash
Museum. Cash Museum we like.
We love the Country Music Hall of Fame. We've done the RCA Studio B tour, which was Elvis's studio.
I'd love just to hang out on the strip.
On Broadway.
On Broadway a little bit.
I want to go and like wannabes and do karaoke at least once. We just
have to see if they let Josie in.
They'd have to let Josie in. And I've got like the Ultimate Predators fan. If you've seen him on Twitter, he's offered to give us some really good tips as far as food goes. And
wasn't there a pizza place you wanted to go try? That was good?
I saved the tweet. I can't remember what the name of the place is. But we definitely want to do some stuff around town and on the days that we're not. But we're getting it on the Thursday, and we have Thursday and Friday. So we're waiting to see if WWE does like a fan access or if there's another signing around town. So we're waiting on that. But yeah, so we're doing SummerSlam. And then I think the week after that, you said you got to eat New York slice pizza. Oh yeah, when you went to Albany, yeah, girl, I was so awesome. I was so happy for you. So that is the last week in July. So actually, no, New Japan Pro Wrestling High Alert is actually
July 24th.
So it's the week before SummerSlam. So New Japan,
July 24th.
Yeah, and that's at the Grady Cole Center. And we got tickets. We got front row tickets for that because we got to support our dude. We got to support JD. Let's see.
For those wondering, our friend that's wrestling on the card at the New Japan Pro Wrestling show in Charlotte is James D. Drake. He's also a member of the Wingmen and the Workhorsemen for AEW.
Yes. And
I bowl with him.
We're friends with JD. He's awesome. So
if you ever hear Taz talk about him being a really good bowler, he's not lying because he is a pretty good bowler.
He is a good bowler. You're so happy you got a kiss from Drew. I know, girl. You got a kiss on the cheek, girl. You go. So we got New Japan, then we got SummerSlam, and then on August 7th, Josie and I will be doing the WWE in Fayetteville. I really like that.
It's a
venue.
Sunday night, so that's why they're doing it, and I'm not, because I can't take that Monday off, and I'm not driving from Fayetteville after a show to have to work Monday morning. So not doing it.
Yeah. So and Josie and I have done that trip before by ourselves, because it was her and I who went to the Fayetteville show in January. So really looking forward to that, because the venue was nice. The hotel we stayed at was nice. So it was a nice, easy drive. So, but yeah, Drew's supposed to be, I think he's supposed to be main eventing the show. I've not seen a full card, but I know he's supposed to be there. And then after that, that next Friday on the 12th is when we do Smackdown in Raleigh.
Yep.
And so those are the shows that we got coming up that we're going to be attending. Where are we sitting in Fayetteville? I know we're sitting front row. Let me see. I'm trying to remember. Let me see. One second. You want to say something?
Yeah, I don't know. She's trying to figure out where they're sitting for Fayetteville. I know you're front row, but you're ringside, but I'm not sure where.
Yeah, the thing about those tickets is they don't let you choose the seats. They give, like, if you choose what section you want. So we chose the Superstar Experience, and then they just automatically give you
whatever seat
is
available.
I know we're seat 18 and 19. I just don't know
where at.
Okay, hold on.
In relation to like the aisle.
Yeah, I haven't pulled up the thing. I know. So we're floor 4, row A, seats 18 and 19.
18 and 19.
So yeah. So, and then for Raleigh, we are on the floor, right on the aisle, like we were before, but we're
like 6th row.
We're 6th row, but we're not on camera side this time.
We're not ringsider for that, but
Josie's gonna. Oh yeah, we're gonna take that sign again that we.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna take the sign for both shows. So, but yeah, that's what we've got. Those are the shows we got coming up, and
those might be with Disney coming up in December. Those might be the last shows we do this for the year.
Because we gotta pay for. Josie's doing Dance the Magic at Disney World. Her studio is doing Dance the Magic, and so we're going to Disney in December. So I think those are the only shows that are coming relatively close. I know that next Friday, either before the Raleigh one or right after the Raleigh one, the SmackDown's going to Greenville, which is relatively close to us too. But
you decided Raleigh.
I decided Raleigh instead
because of Kate.
Because my friend Kate lives up there, and we can spend a little bit of time with her. And I was kind of shocked because she doesn't watch wrestling and never really got into it, and so she was just like, why
not try something new?
Yeah, so I asked her, if she had a place to stay, so that Josie, at first you weren't sure whether you were going or not. I was just like, you have enough, for us to stay. If not, we can stay in a hotel. She's like, I don't actually have any room where I'm living right now. I was just like, okay. And I said, well, you wouldn't want to go to WWE with us. The tickets are however much money. She was like, yeah, why not?
Why not? Let's do it.
I was like, are you serious? She was like, and she made a really good point. She said, with everything that we all went through with the pandemic, not being able to do anything, not being able to go anywhere during quarantine, get out there and try something new. Get out and live life.
Live life a little bit.
Life a little bit. So it's not just her first SmackDown; it's her very first wrestling event.
Period.
Yes. So yeah, that's gonna be. We'll
see if she gets hooked or not.
It's gonna be fun. She knows who Drew is because she knows me. She knows who he is. I think she knows who Roman is too. I think
she might.
Yeah. So, but yeah. You should do Josie's
makeup for one of the WWE events.
Color eyeshadow. Well, I mean, I do my own. Usually, when I go to shows, I actually do blue eyeshadow. Only thing about it is
he doesn't do the same color all the time.
Yeah, if I knew what color he was wearing, I would color coordinate my eyeshadow. But Josie, her and Arya did their little bit of makeup for that, but when Josie does her makeup, she tends to
it looks more
like a zombie clown.
Yeah. She's still learning.
Yeah,
but I think what Giovanna was saying is you should do Josie's makeup for her.
Oh. See, here's the thing. So she has to wear stage makeup when she dances. A lot of times she doesn't like
having the makeup on.
A lot of times she doesn't like having the makeup on. So it just depends with her. I mean, not a bad idea, but if she would be up for it, but then I would have to not just get myself ready. I'd have to get her ready, and it takes. And I actually like to take my time and do the eyeshadow right and everything. So I don't know. We'll have to see about that. But yeah, is there anything else that I'm missing?
I don't think so.
So, all right. So yeah. So we'll do when I get to the Florence. When I do the video for the Florence show, we'll do another one of these. This was really fun. Yeah. Like I said, we haven't streamed on here in quite some time. We used to do like live unboxings for Disney products and stuff like that, and we
just haven't had time.
Yeah, and we actually don't do the Disney the boxes anymore, or the boxes for Magic Candle Company anymore, just because I'm trying to save money.
Well,
I'm trying to fund my WWE habit here.
Well, that and if I'm honest, the quality of the boxes were not the same as what we got from Walt Life.
Oh, you mean from?
I'm sorry, from Magic.
What was their name? Not Mickey Magic.
No, it was.
It was before they went out of business.
It wasn't Walt Life. It was the company that we ordered from before Walt Life took over.
Yeah.
Not that the stuff from Walt Life is bad.
No, we got some really good stuff from that.
It's just that it's not the same quality, and it's not the same personal touches that
that company
the other company gave.
And the thing about Walt Life, when they transitioned over, it was like right at the beginning of the pandemic, so they weren't able to go into the parks and get the stuff from the parks, and they never really went back to getting the stuff from the parks. It's all like Loungefly stuff from Hot Topic or whatever store,
which I can get from Loungefly or Hot Topic.
Right, exactly.
And then Magic Candle Company.
We just got a lot of candles.
They just started recycling the same scents every 12 months.
Yeah. So and like I said, I need to fund my WWE habit, so I'm trying to save money. But yeah, we love getting the Ringsider experiences and the Superstar experiences. So like I said, we'll do the Johnson City video soon, and then the next one we'll be doing is the one for the Superstar experience. We'll definitely be talking about that because Florence, because we met 3 superstars during that, and then the epic shirt,
the shirt incident,
the epic shirt incident,
the Roman Reigns shirt incident,
and then something happened after the show that was
really cool,
incredible. I think that's it. And yes, this was a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun.
You had a Hot Topic. I went to see if they had any wrestling stuff. They had nothing. I actually went on Hot Topic and looked to see if they had some more wrestling stuff, because I've seen some Drew. I was looking for like a Drew shirt that I didn't have. They hardly had anything anymore. They used to carry a lot of wrestling stuff, but they don't carry a whole lot anymore. I've just been getting my stuff from my WWE stuff from WWEshop.com. Like I got this, and then I got the blue one or the black one like this. The Claymore Country one came back. I got that one. We got the Kneel to the Steel. I've got the Topless Claymore. I didn't get the short sleeve, but I got the long sleeve. I also got the Christmas sweater, the blue Christmas sweater. I'm kicking myself that I didn't get the red and green one, because that one had my name written all over because I had red on it. And then I got the necklace. The necklace, I think it's heavy. That Drew necklace is heavy as all get out. And Josie, well, she had an Angela inflatable sword, but
it doesn't inflate so much anymore.
Yeah, because because it was over in her play area and the cat got a hold of it and claws. So I did wind up getting her another one. She has not blown that one up yet. I think we're going to wait until like one of the shows to have it. I'm trying to remember what else I have. Oh, I got my went to eBay. I got my 3MB Drew from there, and then also got from ICW's
you have a black
eBay.
label.
Yeah, from there, I found a black label shirt. So if you knew, Drew Galloway from ICW, I found that black label shirt, and I also got a Jack Jester shirt, actually from ICW, from Scotland. I was able to find a Drew. So Josie's birthday is coming up in a few weeks. She wanted a Drew McIntyre theme for her show, for her thing. I got a cake coming for her. That's the picture of him with the sword, and it's got Roman in the sword. Roman's reflection in the sword.
It's like almost like a Clash at the Castle type of poster, but not quite.
Yeah, it had originally been done when he was facing Big E, and Big E's face was in it, but they've replaced it with Roman, which is cool. So that's going to be on her cake, and then I was able to find a Drew stand-up, and I think it's actually him, as like Scottish Psychopath Drew. But I didn't realize that I was ordering it from Glasgow, so I got Drew McIntyre coming from. He came from Glasgow.
Oh, that's funny.
But yeah, so we got the stand up for that, and got her bouncy house set up. So and then this week she's got nationals, so she does her solo on Thursday, and then her groups are on Saturday. So yeah, I'm getting ready to be very busy.
Getting ready to be? We're already very busy.
This has been like the busiest summer I think we've ever experienced. It's been crazy. But yeah, I think that's going to be it. And we will do this again once I get the Florence video up. So from Cherry, yes.
I'm looking at you like Paul Heyman looks at Roman.
You need to pucker your lips out a little bit. Shit. We're
being dorks. We're tired.
We're a little silly. All right. So for Josie,
Gooch,
I'm Cherry, and we are the Disney Beams, or the Wrestling Beams, whatever. So as we like to end every video that we do.
Bye, Giovanna. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Bye, honey. Thank you for hanging out with us. So as we like to end every single video that we do as a member of the Disney Beams, love, peace, rock, a little bit of pixie dust, and a claymore right to your face.
See ya.
Bye, guys. We'll see you real soon. End broadcast. Yes, we're about to end the stream, baby.